Here's a question. When was the last time your family chose experiences over things for Christmas? Not another sweater, not another gadget that'll be forgotten by New Year's, but actual memories that last a lifetime. Every year, my family and friends skip the material gifts and do something different. We travel, we explore, we create stories worth telling. This year, it's Cartagena, Colombia. And let me tell you, between the 3-hour customs nightmare, aggressive beach vendors, and discovering the first free African town in the Americas, this wasn't just a vacation. It was an education, a celebration, and a reminder of why we do this every single year. Buckle up, this is how we do Christmas. So here's how it started. We're flying first class, first row actually, living our best lives, and then one of my frat brothers who was on the trip leans over and says, "Yo, when we land, get off the plane fast." I'm thinking, we're in the first row, that won't be a problem. We landed in Cartagena, we were excited, we were ready. Christmas in Colombia, here we go. And then we see it, the customs line. 3 hours, we waited 3 hours to get through customs. And you know what the people in line told us? You're lucky, some people have been waiting longer. But you know what? I wasn't about to let a 3-hour wait ruin our vacation. My family and friends made sure that. We turned that customs line into a party. That's just how we do it. And when we finally made it outside, our driver was still there waiting for us, despite this massive delay. See? So we just landed in Cartagena. Long 2-hour line in customs. I don't know if you ever come here. I don't know if it's Christmas or whatever, but that is a long line. So just be prepared for it if you go to Cartagena. We're in our ride. Thank goodness our ride was waiting for us. We were just easily, they were able to get our luggage. Now we're headed to the hotel. This is why you work with a good travel advisor who sets everything up from the start to the beginning. Yeah, I'm talking about myself, of course. The drive through Cartagena was stunning, and I couldn't help but notice, just like in Cuba, they've got these classic American cars cruising around. That vintage vibe hits different. Check-in at our hotel was seamless. The bellman, he got a workout though. My girls packed like they were moving to Colombia permanently. Ladies, you know who you are. Do you know anyone who packs like this for a short vacation? Drop it in the comment. We hit the executive lounge for some light snacks, freshen up, and then it was time for our welcome to Cartagena dinner. We all piled into the Sprinter van and headed to the Wall City. Our destination, Candé, a restaurant that prides itself on 100% local Cartagena cuisine. And let me tell you, watching our driver navigate through those narrow streets in the Wall City was a sight to see. I mean, he maneuvered through these tight corners like a Formula One driver and dropped us right in front of the restaurant door. Amazing, sir. The moment we walked in, you could feel the energy. We're here at Candé in Cartagena, Colombia. About to have the show. Our table was ready. The vibe was perfect. It was time to eat. The food was incredible. I love that everyone ordered something different. You can see the full range of what the kitchen can create. And the drinks, they had their own special flair. I went with my go-to fried whole red snapper. Listen, if I'm in Latin or a Caribbean country, I'm ordering that every time. While we ate, we were treated to a live musical performance. Front row seats to some fantastic talent. It was a perfect start to our vacation. The next day, Christmas Day, Merry Christmas. And you know what our family tradition is? A boat ride. We chartered a private boat with a full crew to cruise down the Colombian coastline, living that chartered life. So we're here on our private boat in Cartagena, Colombia, over Christmas. Hey, today is Christmas, and we're celebrating experiences. When you're with Showtime Travel, we design luxury vacations, so all you have to do is show up and enjoy, and they're doing it right now. All the busy professionals here are taking full advantage of a private boat, enjoying the experiences, and enjoying Christmas like no other. When we boarded, I noticed some black smoke in the hills in the background. The crew didn't look concerned, so neither was I. Let's just let the good times roll. Here's a tip. When you get on the boat, you have to take off your shoes, so make sure that your feet are properly moisturized. Don't be out here embarrassing yourself. You've been warned. Once we got on the boat, the music started, the drinks were flowing, and we did our rendition of Silent Night by The Temptations. We might sound terrible, but we sounded terrible together. Our chef kept the food coming, starting with the appetizer before the main course later in the cruise. We made stops with jet skiing. I took the wife and daughter out for a ride, making those core memories. Then we stopped at Playa Blanca. We saw all these boats parked, so we had to check it out. Now, Playa Blanca is very touristy. It's a spot where people go outside of Cartagena. And look, if you're into that scene, great. But if you're not into crowds and aggressive vendors, this may not be the place. Let me tell you about those vendors. They do not stop. You can say no 5, 6, 7 times. Eventually, I had to leave my nice voice behind and channel the old me. Leave me the hell alone. I get it though. Everyone's trying to make a living. Everyone's hustling, but respect is a two-way street. And I also noticed that people with let's say a lighter hue weren't getting the same aggressive treatment, but I digress. My boy Black got a massage. We got a VIP table. We threw some money to a few vendors. We made the best of our short time there. We headed back to the boat and enjoyed our ride into the city. But here's another tip. Bring some Dramamine for those who have motion sickness. We hit some choppy waters on the way back. Let's just say somebody from my family fed the fish. I won't say who, but they know who they are. When we got back, we were exhausted, but we still opened Christmas gifts and took our annual photo in front of the hotel lobby Christmas tree. It's our tradition. The next day was photo shoot time. So we're behind the scenes right now at the Flying Dress. We do photography. We're in Cartagena, Colombia, in the walled city. So I'm just going to give you kind of an overview, a sneak peek behind it. We got up super early to beat the crowds and more importantly, to beat that sun. The ladies got dolled up and had a flying dress photo shoot in the middle of the walled city. The photographer worked magic capturing poses around all the beautiful old architecture. The photographer would call the guys in for 5 minutes, snap a couple of pictures, and then back to the women. That's how it goes. So that's it. We're gonna give you more pictures, more content right here in Cartagena, Colombia, in the walled city, doing a flying dress photo shoot. After that hard work, we grabbed some breakfast, and I will never joke about model work again. That stuff was exhausting. Then we hit the beach at our hotel, and I see those aggressive masseuses already got my cousin. He had about 3 of them surrounding him. The beach was nice, but you have to set the tone quickly to keep those vendors at bay. So we're here at the public beach, right outside the Hilton. Give you a few views. The only thing about this area is, I can tell you from experience, these people are aggressive when it comes to coming at you for massages and asking you to buy things. So that's the only thing that I would take away from this, but it's still a great area. I understand people gotta eat, but when you say no sometimes, they still come after you until you aggressively say no. That night, we had dinner at Marina, one of Cartagena's top beachfront restaurants. It had a beach chic vibe, incredible food, live music. Everyone loved it so much we had to take pictures in front of the Marina sign. After dinner, we did some bar hopping in the walled city. So many options, so many people, great vibes for everyone.
2, 3. Yo llegué a Palenque para ver cómo era Palenque y todo era Palenque.
Our final full day, and this was an experience I've been waiting for, Palenque.
We're in Palenque in Colombia, the first African independent city, and we're going to experience a drum class.
Palenque is a historic village in Colombia recognized as the first free African town in the Americas. It was founded in the 16th century by runaway slaves. It's about 90 miles from Cartagena. After many visits to Africa and learning firsthand about the impact of the slave trade on African Americans, I was looking forward to this excursion. Not too many people know this, but more enslaved Africans were shipped to South America than in North America, and the slave trade started earlier on the continent before reaching North America. The people of Palenque welcomed us with open arms. We started taking pictures with the Palenquers in front of their sign while they sang to us. Then we got to see a dance performance by the youth in the village. All of them were talented, but there was this little boy who just stood out. His movement, his skills, absolutely fascinating. The dancers were so good, they got my group out of their comfort zone to participate. We were out there dancing with them. After the performance, we walked through the village to see how the people live today. It's amazing how they manage diseases that plague many people in North America by using herbs and plants, natural medicine.
Si es diabético, se le echa un tantico de sal.
If the person has diabetes, we don't use anything sweet, we use salt.
Y se toma por 15 días,
We drink for 15 days. ¿Para
3
qué?
veces al día, para prevención del COVID.
This is what we use here in Palenque to treat COVID-19 symptoms.
And you couldn't help but notice the beautiful murals around the village. We took pictures in front of many of them, including Black Lives Matter. We ended our day with an incredible meal at our tour guide's sister's home. The food was so good, we were literally licking our fingers. I love the authentic touches. The meal was even served on plant leaves instead of plate. The tour was amazing, even though the tour guide kept trying to talk to my daughter. I told him, you're gonna have to give me some cattle, chicken, and some land before we can even start negotiating. He was a good young man though. Good times by all. That night, we had our farewell dinner at Dona Lola. But first, one more picture in front of the Christmas tree. You know, it's our tradition. Dona Lola had this contemporary style with interesting art throughout. During dinner, we were serenaded by violinists. It was the perfect time to reflect on all good times in Cartagena. My family really enjoyed our time in Cartagena. You know, Christmas doesn't have to be about what's under the tree. Some of the best gifts can't be wrapped. Cartagena gave us history, culture, incredible food, and most importantly, time together. From the brutal custom lines to the floating Christmas party on the boat, from aggressive vendors at Playa Blanca to warm welcomes in Palenque, every moment became part of our family story. So here's my question to you. Where should we go next for Christmas? Drop your suggestions in the comments. And if you're thinking about starting your own family tradition of experiences over things, I'll put a link in the description to help you plan something unforgettable. Until next time, keep traveling with purpose. Remember, you deserve a luxury vacation, and Merry Christmas whenever you're watching this.